Hi everybody, it's Yvonne from The Endless Oyster, and I am here to talk about Krementz today. I'm going to open up, let me show you, I have two boxes. This one that I got for $52 from Goodwill, and this one was $91 from Goodwill. So I am gonna open them. We're gonna talk a little bit about Krementz and what makes it so desirable. I'm gonna first say that oh, and I'm going to tell you that I have Jo here. She's not on camera. She's not feeling real well. So I just want you to know that Jo is here. She'll pipe in from time to time and visit her store at Boho Joe's on eBay. She has an eBay store there. Mine is The Endless Oyster. So come and visit our store. Her store is beautiful. She's got such nice things. So you really ought to go and visit her store. And so anyway, I'm gonna do this Krementz series in two parts. The first one I'm gonna do is this $91 box that I got from Goodwill in Reading, Pennsylvania. And I wanted to talk a little bit about Krementz. I'm gonna open this box. You don't need to see me open this box, but I'm gonna open this box. But what I wanna talk to you about with Krementz is that it is, when you come across a piece of Krementz, most likely it's gonna be signed. There are pieces that aren't signed. Krementz will usually come in a box, and I have some boxes if I don't have them in here with the little thing that you can see. With the little, there's always this little packaging that talks about their process, but I also have a lot of Krementz that is free, but it's signed. And Jo and I were talking about this today because she has a piece and she said, I think it's Krementz, but you know, I don't know, it's not signed. There were unsigned pieces, and this is quite big. Thanks. And there were some unsigned pieces of Krementz, and they did produce them because they figured if you've got the box and you've got all the other things, that's all you really needed to know about Krementz back in the 1950s. I think that's when they were at their heyday, was in the 1950s. But Krementz started out as a men's jewelry company, and they sold collar buttons. Is that what they are called? Collar buttons, where they covered the buttons or button covers, and they sold tie tacks and cufflinks and things like that. But I don't need that on me. But they then changed to women's jewelry, and that was their big heyday. When you look for Krementz, you really would like to find a box of stuff because that makes it more desirable when you have boxes that say Krementz. Let's see if this does. It says Krementz in it, and this box says Krementz on it. So that makes it more desirable, easier to sell. This looks like, it's tangled. Imagine that. Tangled stuff from Goodwill. I hope there's a hair in it. And it smells like smoke, let's hope. No, it doesn't smell like smoke. But a lot of the stuff does, depending on where it comes from. But this is just a tangled mess that I'm probably gonna have to deal with. So Krementz was, Krementz went out of business in the late 1990s. It was sold to another company. I used to know who that company was. And they use real stones a lot of times, so this was probably it is a real, oh, it says genuine jade right on it. And so you know that it's genuine. And Krementz also talks on their labels. This is what makes Krementz so desirable to have it in boxes, is that a lot of them will have a Krementz label, although these don't. You see this Krementz label up here. It says that it's 10 karat gold overlay. Krementz was a pioneer in this overlay process. They changed it so that people can recognize the Krementz immediately. As soon as you see a Krementz piece many times, and many of the Krementz pieces, I hope we come across them, you know right away it's a Krementz piece. Here's a Krementz tie tack right here with a duck, pheasant. It reminds me of Ducks Unlimited right here. What do you think? Is it a duck?
That's nice. It's a pheasant.
Yeah. And so Krementz does 10 karat gold overlay, so it's a pheasant. I was partially right when I said duck, pheasant, and on the back it's signed. I will only sell Krementz signed pieces, even though you can find them unsigned, or some Krementz pieces are unsigned. There are also a lot of people or jewelers who wanted to make their stuff look like Krementz. So if it's unsigned, you don't know for sure if it's Krementz. I think that Goodwill employs somebody that is called the Tangler, and it's sort of like the Joker with Batman, and this guy's only thing is to tangle this. Now, when I saw this on Goodwill, it did not have this big old huge knot. Now, they had the tangler come in before they packed it and said, make a knot in some of these. So this is going to be a project to open that. And at the end of it, what does it look like? Oh, it's pretty. And this is probably a ruby. Krementz used real stones, and so this may be a ruby chip. I'll test it on the Presidium, and I can sell that as the real chip because I know that Krementz does that. So this was a $91 lot, and let's see if it was worth it. I'm not really going to use my loop because everything should be signed Krementz, although I will check on some of them just to make sure. Because sometimes you don't know what you're getting from Goodwill, and when you complain about it, they blame their employees that they didn't know because they're volunteers being trained. So you just really want to make sure. And this says...
Sorry, my friend, I can't get it.
I know, it's really, it's all tangled.
This is very pretty.
It is pretty, and I'm going to fix it. I'm going to get it out. Does this say Krementz? It does say something, but I want to make sure it says Krementz. Now the thing about Krementz is their gold overlay process. They pioneered a new gold overlay process, and it's beautiful, and they use 10 karat gold overlay, and their stuff is recognizable. You can look at something and say, I think that's a Krementz. I know it's a Krementz. If I saw this cat brooch, I wouldn't know it was a Krementz. I might think it might be a Krementz, but I don't know for sure. Joe, I don't know if the light is good in here. What do you think?
This looks like it's written on the pin itself.
Yeah, it is. Krementz does sign, and on here it is signed directly on the pin itself. And that's a
cute.
lot.
I love it. It's a flamingo.
A flamingo. And what's the stone you think?
Oh, I didn't see
the eye? Yeah, there's a stone in the eye. And this one has, this cat has a stone.
Oh, it's like emerald.
Yeah, I think this one is too.
So cute.
Yep, this one is too. It's got like emerald in there. Yeah, those are cute. The brooches. And then I have, these bracelets are amazing. What?
It's just so cute, the cat.
I know. Okay, so I have cufflinks, and like I said, the cufflinks was the basis of the Krementz business in the late 1800s and the early 1900s. They made men's jewelry, and you know, they've got some beautiful, like this is a man's tie tack. Is that what this would be, where they would like slide it behind the tie and that would hang with the chain? And, you know, do I think this is early? I don't know when they quit making men's jewelry, but there is a different signature on here than the regular Krementz. And if it's Frank, if it says Frank Krementz on it, or F something, I don't know really what it is. This says Krementz USA, so I'm not really sure when this was made. But it's just a plain tie tack but I think it's 10 karat gold overlay because that was the process. And their chains, I have a lot of Krementz chains, and they are soft to the touch. They feel very smooth and they look very smooth. And you know, this is probably from the 1950s or 60s, and there's no wear. I mean, the Krementz stuff just sort of stays because of their process, the gold overlay process. Now, this one looks like it's a little bit broken, that this got caught, and now it needs to be fixed because it's stuck. So we're gonna have to work on that. You wanna see if you can do it? So let's take out these bracelets first, because this was one of the reasons I wanted this lot, was the bracelets. First of all, it was Krementz. This is a silver bracelet. I don't see a lot of Krementz silver. I know they do it, but it's not the same gold overlay process, I don't think, that the other is. These are all, I don't know. And it's got the rhinestones in it right here. And that's pretty. But what attracts me are the gold overlay processes. Beautiful bracelet. I really like it. Their stuff is very feminine, very soft, very dainty. You know, this is beautiful with the roses. And the Krementz rose is something that you see all the time. That's sort of how you know Krementz. If you see a rose like this, you know it's a Krementz rose. This is undoubtedly Krementz. You just know.
That's why we thought that pin was that I had in it.
Yeah.
No signature.
There was no signature on it. It's possible that it was a Krementz, but you know, you can't sell it if you don't have proof. You know, you have to be able to be sure of what you're selling. So in your description, you can say Krementz like, but unless you can prove that it's a Krementz, you can't say it's a Krementz.
Yeah, I don't feel comfortable doing that.
Yeah, I mean, and I don't either. I mean, people do, and they'll say, you know, unsign this, unsign that. And you said that you can get fined.
I heard that. I heard
Yeah.
that on the website.
Yeah.
By eBay. I don't know if it's true or not.
Yeah, I would assume they would, because it would be, you know,
False misrepresentation.
there's a lot of roses out there that look like they are Krementz rose. This again, you look at it, you can see the high quality gold overlay from this, and then you have those perfect Krementz roses, and they're just beautiful. They're really nice. The detail is nice.
David's gonna have to do this.
Yeah, I know. I can't undo that little chunky thing. And you just know that that's Krementz. A lot of times too, they use rose gold, and there's like 2 tones in it. It's just a really nice process. I love Krementz. So I get the lots. I'm a little picky about the lots I get from Goodwill lately, because I'm not finding the quality there anymore for the,
Yeah.
There's not the value anymore, right?
Well, at one point I thought that Krementz was like that Rose Hill gold. You know, the tricolor, Rose Hill, but it's real pretty. This is much nicer.
Yeah.
Oh, this one's beautiful.
Now, what's going on here? I've got this connected, but I can't. Oh yeah, the bracelets. The bracelets are really
This
pretty.
one's gorgeous.
Yeah. But I can't get this undone, Joe.
Want me to look at it?
I swear, they have a tangler in there, and that's what he does. He just sits there. Look at how this is tangled up. It's tangled.
Oh, it just came apart.
Well, this part did, but it's tangled onto another piece. And this piece is tangled onto itself, but I can't get this little thing out. This little chain, here it comes. It's coming out. Okay, so where does it have to go? This is the deal with all of this. Do you want to turn on the light, Joe, if you could?
Sure.
It's right behind you. Oh, God. I swear. Thank you. Now I can see. And I can see. This isn't a brooch. How this got connected like this, I don't know. And it's because these pieces are so nicely made that they tangled easy. You know, and the chains are very delicate. And, you know, it's just a nice piece. And I can't get this undone. I don't want to break a chain. I want this to go through here. Here we go. So I got it through. Thank you.
Let me do it while you...
Okay. And it's all tangled. I don't know. Why do they put it in stuff like this?
I know, right?
It tangles up. I mean, everything is tangled. Okay. This is typical Krementz as well. This is the gold overlay. And, you know, you don't even have to clean this stuff. It's vintage. The company went out of business in the 1990s, and they were bought by someone else. So vintage is before the year 2000 or 2010, something like that. So that makes it vintage. This is vintage. It's probably from the 1950s or 60s. It could be up until the 1990s, but it's definitely a Krementz piece. You can just tell that. And the signature is probably on the pen, but I am not looking for it right now. Now, here we go. Typical Goodwill. This is what I have here. This little itty bitty heart that's broken off from someplace. It looks like it could be attached and it needs to be put on. I paid $90 for this piece, or for these pieces. This brooch is very tiny. And I don't think it's missing the stone. No. And this is typical Krementz. Very delicate brooches. Very feminine, very delicate, very smooth and silky. And you can tell the Krementz rose again. And here it is with the gold background. And it's very nice. I have a gold... a silver chain. It's very smooth. Again, it's the overlay process. This is probably made with real silver. It says Krementz, I think, on the hang tag, or where it connects. It's not a hang tag. And yep, there's the Krementz signature. So for the silver, it probably is a silver overlay process. It could be all, it doesn't say 925, so I don't think it's real. It's a gold, silver overlay, and very smooth, very silky. You can see it's high quality. That's what Krementz does. Again, here's a tie clip or money clip. This may be a money clip, but it's men's jewelry. And it says Krementz on the back, and with the men's.
So this chain is broken.
This is Goodwill, broken chain.
Here's a pin. And this is a beautiful pendant. I thought it was a pin on the back too, but it's not.
No, I thought it was a pin when I was trying to untangle everything, but here's the pendant. Beautiful overlay, roses again, or flowers.
I love that.
He's got a peonies, or Krementz has a peonies that are just so pretty. They're all blue, or maybe they're forget-me-nots. They're so pretty. And that's the tie clip right here. And here we have another small, delicate, definitely Krementz roses that are in a rose gold tone with the gold overlay and the pendant. Very small, very dainty, and really pretty. My Krementz sells fast. People buy it, and I really enjoy selling it. I really enjoy buying it. Now, this is different. I have no clue what this is. It just sort of reminds me that this is, maybe it's a tie holder, a money clip. I'm not really sure.
Very nice.
Yeah, it looks like it might have, is a sapphire that might be in it. This is stone. It's clear. And It's really pretty. I think it might be a money
Can I see when
clip.
you're done?
Mm-hmm. Now, here's a bracelet that's very, very pretty. I think this
very
might
cool.
be, what am I looking at for stones? I see
Scarab,
tiger eye.
whatever. Oh,
Are they scarabs? They could be scarabs that are carved into them. But I think I see tiger's eye, maybe jade. There's a red stone called chrysolis. I think this might be euconite. This stone here I think is euconite. I think this might be
kryptonite?
kryptonite? I'm not Superman. I don't know. But this is a nice bracelet with all the varied stones. It's really pretty. Definitely fall colors. I mean, like, I would definitely wear this in the fall. It's really, again, the high quality gold overlay of this bracelet. It's just really pretty. Here's the Krementz signature right there. Nice bracelet. Sometimes I get stuff that I think, oh, I really want to keep it. I don't want to sell it. And that's one of them. Okay, here we have a treble clef.
I love that.
You do?
Yep.
A G clef? You want
I
it?
might have to bid on it.
You might? Okay. Really?
Yes.
And it's got, I'm thinking that these, I don't think they're CZs, but I don't think they're diamond ships either. I can test them on the Presidium, but it could be...
like topaz or something?
No, I think it's probably like crystal Swarovski maybe somehow. I mean, they were around at that time. Do you want to look at it, Joe? She's dying to get her hands on it. The treble clef. Ah, I love this, Joe. This is me. This is the one I like. Look at this with the jade stones.
I love this.
Look at how pretty that is.
That's you.
With the jade stones. This is definitely Krementz too. Their stuff is really high quality. If this was made in the 50s, and you don't know really when it was made unless I have a book that I can look at and check it all out. But it's such high quality, it just lives through the ages. Like, you know, this was decades ago and it's still as nice as if I were to buy it today. And it's got the safety chain on it, and it just connects this way. How pretty this is. I love this bracelet. This might be another one that I might, yeah, David's gonna shoot me. You buy this stuff for $91 and you wanna keep it all. I'm sorry. Okay, look at how pretty that is. I just love it. Nice. Anyway. There we go. And let's see, what else? Why would they put it in this wrapper like this to get all tangled up? Here is a pendant, and when I saw this, I knew it was Krementz as well because I've had not a pendant, but I've had another piece of jewelry from Krementz that had the jade leaves like this and the coral rose. This too is typically Krementz. It's probably on mother of pearl. Is that what the background is here? Yeah, I think so, because when you look in the back, I think it's mother of pearl, and it's jade with coral. And this will sell in no time at all. It's just beautiful. It's really, really pretty. Do you want to look at it? Here is a Krementz brooch, and it's typical gold overlay. I don't see too much with Krementz that is like this geometric and modern or Art Deco like Trifari. This reminds me more of Trifari than it does Krementz. Here's another rose. What am I looking at here? Oh wow, this is for somebody who's super skinny.
What?
Look at how tiny this is. I mean, like, I don't think my neck's ever been this small.
Right, they sure had thin necks in the 50s.
I know. Look at how pretty that is. And it's, again, with the gold, two-tone gold, really nice quality overlay. The gold overlay for them is great, but geez, and crow. whose neck? Let's see how far I get. Oh God, I can't even get across my neck. I'd have
That's
to.
real pretty.
I'd have to wear this as an anklet. This is my anklet. Maybe that's what I have to sell it as.
Or get an
Who
extender.
do I sell this to? I mean, you know, who's gonna?
That's like Coro
Who's that
necklaces are the
skinny?
same way.
I know, it's just so skinny. Look at that. I don't know what else it is. This is absolutely gorgeous. Again,
This is beautiful.
who is this a bracelet? I mean, like, whose wrist is this small? And look at, I have sapphires, and I wish to say, yeah, those are diamonds, but I don't know. Look at how beautiful this is. If this was a bigger bracelet, I would keep it.
Do they ever have jewelry that's gold? Like not overlay, but gold?
I don't think so. I was hoping so, because I've had pieces of Krementz that I think, oh God, this has got to be gold. And it's so high quality that you're saying.
It feels it.
Yeah, it feels like it's gold. It's so smooth. It's so beautiful. I mean, look at this, Joe. This is just, I have to test this on my Presidium, but I don't think they're diamonds. I would hope, like anything. Okay, now this, again, you know, Joe Tangler, whatever his name is, the Tangler, the Hamburglar Tangler. Again, I think this is a broken chain. They must have the Tangler do it because they've got a broken chain. But, you know, when they show them on, I can show you the pictures on Shop Goodwill, and all the necklaces are hanging together. They don't show you any broken chain. And it's very disappointing. I mean, so far I haven't gotten one necklace other than the pendant with the jade and the coral. I haven't gotten one necklace that is not tangled. And it's just, and they're broken. So you want to try?
They're so just dainty that.
Yeah, like, why wouldn't you take a little more care about shipping this? I mean, I paid $90 for this. I should have a little care in this. Here's a necklace, and this one is intact because if you look at the chain, it's a herringbone chain, and it's made with the gold overlay, and it's beautiful with the Krementz over here. And these look like they may be blue topaz. I don't know, let me look through. I'm not sure what color it is, if it's blue or if it could be a smoky quartz too. Because they look, yeah, it looks more like a smoky quartz, would you think, Joe? Or I don't think it's cubic zirconia nor diamond. I don't think any of that, but it's beautiful. It's a really nice necklace. What do you think?
Here's this.
Thank you. I'm glad you're here. This is just a small, dainty Krementz bracelet.
I don't know what that is.
I think it might be smoky quartz. That's what I think. What do you think? You can leave it down in the comments. Whoops.
Oh, here. Oh, I thought you were talking to me.
Well, you can leave it down in the comments too. If you
Okay.
if you like this video and everything, you can leave it down in the comments. This is just a very plain bracelet. A gold chain, plain bracelet. Nice. Krementz. Here is a very modern pin. An early breast cancer pin, you think? With the pearl? It sort
That's
of
what
looks
it looks
like.
like.
Doesn't it? I know.
I don't think it is.
I don't think it is either. It's an Art Deco pin, but it sort of looks like that. And I'm sure that's a cultured pearl because it is Krementz. And then this was a big lot. I mean, there's no doubt about it. I'm disappointed with how they packaged it. These earrings are screw back, which I think those are from the 1950s. And with the screw backs, the signature is usually on the back that is screwed. It should say Krementz. Monet does that, I know. Okay, how do I get these apart?
Holy cow, are these dainty?
Yeah, I know. And, you know, I would just wish they would have taken more care with this lot. You know, I just wish they cared more about how they pack this stuff. You know, if I'm buying from Goodwill and I get a lot of shoes, it really doesn't matter how you are going to pack it. But when it comes to dainty jewelry, people expect a little bit more care, I think, in the packing, you know? I mean, we all expect the hair, and here we go. So this one goes like this, and this one goes like this.
Okay.
And here we go. Screw back earrings, sort of filigree. There's no stone, again with the overlay, and it should say Krementz on the back here. And it doesn't. And it doesn't. Okay, where's it gonna say Krementz? I don't see a signature on here. Well, this is a little disappointing if I can't find a signature that says Krementz on here.
What did you say it over there?
I said, I'm sorry. I said it's a little disappointing if I can't find a signature that says Krementz, because all of this was said to be Krementz. The lot. And again, with Goodwill, who do you complain to? They don't care. You know, they're in to just sell what people give them, and if they're incorrect, it's not like eBay where you rate them. But I can tell you that you know, here's the signature right there on the side, right over here. So it's on the side of the screw back. So here's the earrings. Very nice. And I'll quit dissing Goodwill at some point.
Idea.
You think it is? You think they're gonna come back at me?
No.
You think they're not gonna let me buy from them again because I'm dissing them? Now here is a bracelet. I'm not sure it says Krementz anywhere. It doesn't really, I don't know. I'm gonna look at this one too, because it looks like, okay, this piece isn't closed.
Oof.
I can't really tell. Can you not do that, Joe?
No, I got it.
I mean,
It took me a long time because it's so friggin' delicate.
I know it is delicate. Okay, I'm gonna have another task for you. Can you find the Krementz name on this? Because, you know, it's this type of bracelet. It's nice.
Okay, give me 1 minute.
It's nice, but I can't find a signature.
Here's this one.
Oh, look at how delicate this is. Now, this is why you usually like to see Krementz in boxes. The last lot I got 2 or 3 empty boxes. It was like I bought these boxes instead, right? Here's the rose. You can see the rose, very delicate on the end of my palm. And the chain is just extremely delicate. Like this probably doesn't even weigh a ½ ounce. I mean,
right.
It's just really light and delicate and really pretty. I'll move all this and put this out better. Here's another cat right over here to go with the other cat that we have over here. Maybe I'll sell them together. Krementz cat brooches.
Here's the other one.
Although I wonder sometimes if
And then, is this one you want me to look at?
yeah, I want you to see. Now this looks like it may be, oh, it's just gold. So it's the Krementz rose and a heart with the leaf. Very, very pretty, very delicate again, really nice. And I'm sure this is where it says Krementz on there. That's a very, very nice one.
I think I found it.
Did you?
Can I have your loop for a moment?
It's right here. Thank you. This is typical of Krementz that I really like. And this is the pearl with the forget-me-nots. It does say that. And so we've got the heart, and it's the brush gold on this heart. And we've got in the middle of, are they peonies, forget-me-nots, with the white pearl and then the blue leaves?
I don't know.
I had another one like this, but this is very small. Their stuff is so delicate. It's just so small and delicate.
Here, it's right there.
Okay.
On the hoop.
Oh, okay.
On the top of that.
The top of this hoop? Oh, okay, right
Yep.
there. I see it. Right here on this chain bracelet here. It's nice enough. I mean, someone will buy it. It's not the nicest. It's not as nice as this. This is the one I really like. I love that one.
Oh, I love the giraffe.
Then we have, this is so typical of Krementz, and this is what you're probably gonna find more than any other part of Krementz that you know immediately it's Krementz. In this other box, from the other lot that I have bought, there is one of these in a box and it says genuine hand-carved ivory. And on eBay, you cannot sell ivory unless it's quote unquote faux. And a lot of people put that for Krementz so that they can get through that little obstacle of selling ivory. It's illegal to sell ivory on eBay and Etsy, and but it's hard to sell something as faux ivory when you've got a little tag like this that will say genuine hand-carved ivory, because then it's genuine hand-carved ivory and you can't really sell that. So I have a lot of these. I will list them, but only, you know, I say that it's maybe ivory. I don't know. I don't know about this, but this probably is genuine hand-carved ivory, because that's what Krementz did. So you will find a lot of these out there. And people sell them, and they sell them that they're faux ivory. Now look at this, Joe. And I don't know if you can see it.
I love the giraffe.
Over here, there is a bead.
Oh.
A small stone, a small black stone. I don't know.
It's somebody's eye.
Where it came from. Yeah, it's somebody's eye. It's not the giraffe.
Is it the dolphin?
I don't know. Somebody's missing an eye. Nope, the dolphin has a diamond or a crystal in the dolphin. Which is nice.
Can I look at the dolphin?
Mm-hmm. And I'm gonna put this bead inside this box.
That is cute.
I love this. I have another one of these that is, I think these are blue topaz that are in, and it's just a round wreath of leaves with blue topaz, and again with the gold overlay, and it's very typical Krementz, and those are probably real topaz in there. I don't think they're sapphire, but I'll test them on the Presidium and I'll know. Now these, I don't know what these are. Are these button cover? These look like buttons, actually, like buttons. And do they say Krementz on them? Oh, they do. Yep, they say Krementz plate. So these are gold plated, Krementz 10 karat gold, I don't know. But are these buttons, Joe?
I don't know. I guess so. Yeah, they look it.
They do look like buttons, like they would go on a coat or something big like that. So here you go. And I have one cuff link. If anybody only has one cuff.
I saw the other one.
Where?
Right there. Where your finger, right where the ivory is. Right here.
Oh, okay. Here we go. Okay, good. This is what Krementz has started out for, is men's jewelry. And these are Krementz, but this one has a scratch on it. I can see a scratch on this one right here. I don't know if you can see it. So cufflinks are a tough sell right now because men, well, because of COVID, no one is going to work. but men don't wear suits to work anymore. So when getting all dressed up for things is sort of out. So this giraffe is awesome. I like the way that it's got the spots sort of on it that are hammered out. And it's really pretty. I like this giraffe a lot. There's a lot of detail to it too. A really pretty brooch. Here you go, Joe, if you want to look at it. And the last piece I have here is another tie clip or money clip, and it's beautiful. It's gold overlay. It's just really high quality. Look at how pretty that is. If I knew about vintage jewelry when I was a kid, I would have given these to my dad all the time.
Right.
If they had eBay, that's really pretty. Okay, now let's look at this. This says genuine garnet, and it's in its box, and it's still connected. I don't know who does that with jewelry, never wears it. Who gets jewelry like this in a box and never wears it? And it's from Allentown, Pennsylvania, and the name of the thing is S'mores? S'mores? What do you think the name is? S'mores?
Smoyers.
Smoyers?
Uh-huh. You know what that is? A collar stud.
A collar stud?
Yeah.
What, these button
These.
things? These, wait a minute.
The collar studs, wherever they are. These.
Oh, those. So these are collar
So
studs.
here, 10 karat Krementz collar stud rose gold, $51.
51, okay.
Mhm.
All right. Okay. This is why I paid 91 for
And it
this
doesn't
lot.
say for a pair, it just,
Yeah. So this has never been taken out, it looks like. Genuine garnet. It says Krementz on the box. It says Krementz inside. This is what you want. You also want the little piece in there that says 10 karat gold overlay, because that's usually this little piece. And then inside, at the bottom, let me just pull this up. Underneath here, it's usually, oh no, I don't have any care instructions. Over here I've got a number, but usually there's instructions on how to care for it. I guess if you aren't going to take it off, it's sort of funny because I have this tag here that's sealed to the back of this. This was never taken off, this piece. Not at all.
huh.
Look, it's got this tag, like this
Oh.
old tag, and it's all in here. Who would get some kind of jewelry and never take it off? I don't even know what it is. Oh, it's a pin, so it's a brooch. Maybe you can do that and put it on perfectly and never take it off. I don't know. But the instructions are missing. And you usually want these boxes. I have a couple that I have that I'll show you with the instructions. Let me go and get them. We'll look at this. Here I have, oh, this hasn't been taken off either. So I have a little horse right here, a
Aw,
brooch.
that's so cute.
I know, it's a little tiny horse. Here's a pin. And then I have this tiny little
A hummingbird?
a hummingbird. And it has a stone. Let me see, where's my loop?
Your loop is right in front of you.
Right in front of me. And the stone appears to be blue. So perhaps a sapphire? I don't know. I'll test with my Presidium. And I know there's a lot of faux stones out there, but Krementz usually did not use faux stones. So then I have this ballerina, and I don't know if she has instructions underneath. No.
There's another, is that her eye? Is that the eye? There's something rolling around in that
Yep,
box.
I know this was the pearl that I found loose
Oh,
that
okay.
I put inside. But this does not have the instructions in here.
Can I see the ballerina?
Mm-hmm. But I want to see what her stones. She's got like crystal stones. I don't think they're diamonds. This was later. Because of the gray box, you can tell, and there's no place for gold overlay up here on the box. This was a later Krementz box. The earlier ones, this is an earlier Krementz box with the brown sort of leathery type of things with Krementz written right on it. This one is later. Krementz is only inside. So I'm gonna get a box. Hold on real quick. And I'm gonna get a box to show you the other Krementz that I have. Sorry.
This ballerina's beautiful.
Yeah, I like the ballerina. And this one, I think that's it, yeah. Okay, these are the other Krementz that I have in their boxes. And I can't remember which is which. This is a newer Krementz, again with the gray suede. Their earrings, even the way that the box is made is different. And those earrings, the way that they're on that card. And here are the Krementz Promise instructions. They're much smaller than the original. The original was sort of like a catalog advertisement, and this is much later, I would think. Probably, I don't know, 80s, 90s. But it's still nice. This is not Krementz. And this is the crystal Krementz. And this is a pink quartz. And this has the Krementz 10 karat gold label on it. And inside are the older instructions. Again, these are not the oldest, they're just this way. These are probably from the 70s, 60s or 70s. I would say 70s, 80s. It's just a flat piece. They don't have a date anywhere, I suppose. And it's 14 karat gold overlay. That's what this one is. And it says it on this tag right here that goes inside. And it's pink quartz. So, you know, that's how it looks. And then I have, what else do I have here? I should have been prepared better. This is what the carved ivory will say. This says genuine green onyx, and that's what that is. And green onyx isn't very common. And it says Krementz on the outside of the box, Krementz in the box. It's got the genuine tag here. Here's the, what is this? This isn't a butterfly. What is that? Is it a butterfly?
It's a butterfly.
Yeah, okay. So it's butterfly, 14 karat gold overlay. It says it right here. And let's see if I can dig up the instructions out of here. See if there are any. And there are. So this is like the present. One time I opened up a Krementz and I got the actual receipt of when the person bought it in the 1960s from the jewelry store and how much they paid back then. And that was pretty exciting. And this again is just it's not the old-fashioned one. This is newer. And it explains gold overlay process and everything. It's like new. And the stuff is so nice that it looks like new. So it sells very well. And I love this onyx. It's got the genuine green onyx, and I think that's probably a cubic zirconia. I don't think it's a, and then I have the rose gold earrings. These are screw back earrings. Again, in the Krementz box. These are the older boxes. And this one, very delicate, because this stuff, oh, this is the one with the receipt, which I think is so cool.
Oh, wow.
It's the actual receipt when they bought it, and it was purchased in 1984.
For how much?
For $34.40.
What was it?
What was it?
Yeah, which one is that?
It's these rose gold earrings. And they're 14 karat gold overlay. And I have the actual receipt from Grader's Jeweler. I don't know where that is, but it's pretty awesome. And so this, again, is the flat one. It's not the big advertising one from the 50s, and it explains the gold overlay process. So this is pretty exciting, but I've had interest in this, but no one's purchased it yet. This is, I don't know if other people are having a hard time during COVID selling stuff, but I am. I'm not selling as much as I used to, which is why I have all these Krementz boxes. And this is a Krementz bracelet, and it has the Krementz tag there and inside the box. I think it's newer, from like the 1980s, and there's nothing underneath. I know that from before. So maybe in the next box, I'll get the original instructions. I've sold all those from the 1950s. So anyway, let me take this out, put that all here, take this, put that here. I will show you all the things that I've gotten for this lot for $91. You can tell me if you think it was worth it. And I think it is, because first of all, Krementz doesn't hang around a lot. It is disappointing that I have some stones, like even here, I've got a little red stone, Joe, right over here that isn't on there. So here's the bracelet. I don't know if it's a scarab bracelet.
We're looking for a rhinestone that goes there.
Oh, yeah. Oh, on the bottom.
Yeah.
I see. Yeah, that's too bad. I don't usually, if I repair jewelry, I would say that it was repaired. But I don't normally repair the jewelry. I just sort of chalk it up to,
I put it in the package with the thing, with the item, and then, explain it in my description.
That it may, yeah.
Right, and then put it with the item if they want to try to do it.
If they want to repair it, and then you can just say this item, and you're right. It's always better, if you're gonna be in this business, to be honest. You do not want to get, first of all, bad things. You don't want to have a bad reputation as somebody who's selling deceitfully, but I wouldn't want to be the recipient of something thinking that I bought this. You heard me complain about Goodwill, and they're not intentionally deceitful, do you think?
No.
I don't know. So, I think that I did pretty well. I got to get this fixed. This kind of repair I will do because it's stuck. This is just got to be moved somehow, and I think that we can figure that out on that bracelet.
I think you did very well.
Yeah, I think so too. I love this. This is quite a delicate bracelet.
Just saw that in here.
It's beautiful. It's really, really pretty. Yeah, Krementz is a good, or they're good to buy. And it's good if you know about Krementz, because then you're much more able to sell your stuff. I love the ruby necklace here. This is pretty. And you're much more able to sell your things as a, if you know more about it, because the more you know, the more valuable your stuff is, because you can be an authority on what you're selling. And I have this here, and here's my giraffe. I'm gonna try and put all this stuff out so you can see it. This is so typically Krementz. It's really pretty. And let me put this back, and then I can also do my thumbnail. What do you think?
Well, can I see that silver tone bracelet?
Okay, but I'm gonna have to show everybody what I have here.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I didn't realize. I thought you were just laying it out.
Well, I'm just laying it out so that they can see everything that I have.
So could this be white gold instead of white gold overlay?
It's possible. I could look that up to see if it's white gold.
Because I saw some pieces in here that were white gold overlay.
Oh, well, perhaps it is, because it doesn't feel like the sterling silver chains and
And it doesn't
everything that I get.
tarnish.
And it doesn't tarnish,
I
yeah.
think it's white
Yeah,
gold.
you know, you're right. If it was a silver overlay, there would be, I think you're right. It's probably white gold. And you think the same with the bracelet that I have here?
I do.
Huh, you're right. White gold didn't even come to mind. So,
Because I've seen them listed in here.
awesome. Joe is looking this up on the app called Completely. I think a lot of you might be familiar with that. And you know, it's sort of a good starting place to know how to price your items. So that's what we're looking at here. I like this brooch a lot. I really like that brooch. And I love this bracelet that I hope I don't keep and I sell. So anyway, this is my Krementz lot that I bought, lot number 1 for $91. And I think, Joe, you're looking up Completely. What do you think? Did I do a good purchase here?
Yeah.
You think so? I think so too. I love this stuff. I really, really love Krementz. I think it's one of my favorite things to sell. It sells quickly, it's high quality. People don't send it packed. People don't say, oh, I'm really disappointed about it.
I've seen 3 pieces so far that aren't even big pieces that would pay for what you've already bought.
Awesome, awesome. That's just great. But it's hard, especially now with COVID, for me to find Krementz. I'm not going to thrift shops. I'm not going around, and Shop Goodwill wants to sell you this individually, and they start them at these high prices. So to find lots is difficult. And so I was happy to find this lot, and I decided I was going to bid on it. And right next to it was another lot, and I said, okay, I'm going to do both of them. I think this has more men's jewelry. Men's jewelry will be harder to sell, but I really like this, and I think that we did well. So I want to thank you guys for joining me. I hope you have a really, really nice day. Please visit my store, The Endless Oyster. You'll probably see some of these pieces listed there. And visit Joe's store, Boho Joe's. She's got a lot of bohemian jewelry, and we love having you. Please click the like button, the thumbs up button, the bell for notifications when I have videos out here, and also leave a comment down below and tell me what you think. Do you think this was worth it? Do you think that I did well with $91? Thank you very much and have a great day. Bye-bye. Stay safe.